Yo, HerbnRodg in the booth, no fluke, they spitting truth. Crimson Tide pride, rolling heavy like an elephant's hoof. Mic check for the Bama intellect. This the podcast, y'all better show respect. From Brian Denny echoes to Saban's gold throne, every episode's a touchdown, Alabama zone. Two voices in the game, no flags, no shame. They calling out the plays, giving players their fame. HerbnRodg, man, they break it all down. Crimson helmet shining, we the kings of the ground. Roll Tide, every week they ride. HerbnRodg Podcast, where the truth resides. HerbnRodg.
Like, if you can't get hyped, listen to that intro.
Right?
What are you doing with your life?
What are you doing with your life?
HerbnRodg Podcast coming at you. Something I forgot that Alabama plays basketball tonight. We're already halftime, so that'll kind of carry us a little bit.
How did you forget that?
I'm old, man. This is what happens when you reach your 70s. Like, things just kind of slip your mind. I've had a very exciting, not in a good way, couple days, Rodg. So
very interesting couple of days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I also got invited on. I forgot TJ, one of Mike Aranya's guys.
Yeah.
Had not called us out, but he had talked during the Iron Bowl, and he was like, if I say that the guys their buttholes are going to be puckered a little bit during that game, we're going to be nervous. He's like, you think they'll be offended? And Mike told him they would probably be offended if you didn't say what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
So he had me surprise TJ real quick before we got on here, but that was a fun time. I said, no, man, you told it like, so they asked me about, Oklahoma predictions, and we'll get into that later.
Oh, yeah.
But I said, man, given the history and their defense and how we're playing, I was like, I can't blame people for picking Oklahoma. Like,
and they're now favored. They're now favored by 1.5. It was Alabama favored by 1.5 for a while, but now they're favored by 1.5, and I can't blame them. I can't blame them.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Somebody online posted no one believes in us, and that was Oklahoma. I was like, who is no one? Like, everyone's picking you. What are we talking about here? Like, teams always try to hype themselves up, especially before they play us. Nobody believes. No, people pick against us all the time. Let's stop it. All right. Anyway, HerbnRodg. Like you said, we're going to go through some playoff stuff tonight. Jay from Unfair Sports, against our better judgment. And we said this to him, so don't think we're talking behind our backs.
Right.
But we said that to him. He'll be joining us in a little bit when he finishes his podcast stuff. So let's say hello to everybody. I'm really late behind. First, I didn't even say that. Rodg, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Good day at work. Went to the dentist today. Other than that, everything went pretty smooth. I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm doing good. How are you doing? Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
I'm doing terrible, but the show always puts me in a good mood. So that's
okay. Okay.
Yes. All right. Let's say what's up to people. Kat, what's up?
Chat,
Roll
thank you for joining
Tide. Yes, please do hit the like and subscribe.
Yes.
We were stuck on like 666 for a couple hours, and then we made a plea.
Yeah, and Herb and I said we don't want to be stuck on that number for too long. It's bad mojo. So luckily we got some more subs in there. So we're at, we're well above that now. So
Carol, what's up?
Carol, thank you for joining us.
Carol, we think we've seen that you either got a new man or you got back with the other man. I mean, just tell me if that's true. We've just seen rumors. The streets are talking.
The streets are talking. That's what they say.
What up, Mike? Roll Tide. Mike will be here on Friday.
Okay.
Trying to help fend off the Auburn friends that will be coming over to watch the game. Mike and I might be downstairs by ourselves watching the game at some point. So and Mike is predicting a big game for Ty. We'd love to see it.
We need it. We need it.
Wiki. Yep, she loves the intro. What's up, TJ, man? Ty, glad to see you tonight, man. How are you? We got a repost of the stream. Hope you're feeling better, Rodg. Yes, sir.
Yes, Big Mike, I am. Thank you for that, man. And thank you for everybody.
Does anyone need to text you? Okay. If you guys ever want to know how petty I can be,
I know.
Have you already told that story, or do you want to tell that story?
You can go ahead.
Cautiously, yeah. And thank y'all for everybody. I know Kat always checks in on our stuff too. Thank you for people who've been getting on the post and filling our little polls. That's just waiting for us to drive engagement. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, so that's true.
So Kat, on the show earlier today, we'll talk about that, like I said, more when Jay was on, but TJ actually asked me, he's like, is this Nate Jam Miller? Is that your X Factor? And I said, man, no, Cueva's coming back as our X Factor. I said He's like, okay. So Boston Slows, Kimo Sabe. What's up, Randy? You know they're sitting high.
Randy,
SEC
thank you for joining us, sir.
Great chance to win the whole thing. So Georgia's in the driver's seat to me. What's up, Eddie Alpha? I had a terrible incident yesterday, so I missed the show yesterday. I apologize for that. But every Wednesday, I'm sorry, I always say Wednesday because on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, because I think they're in Eastern Zone. So they were on there. Then Randy's, I stopped by today. He's before us at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then tomorrow, Big Mike will be on there 6 p.m. Central Time with the Running Wrestling Pod. So I think those are my main ones that even if I don't have time to listen, I at least try to go over, and tell everybody I love them. So
Yeah.
See, he got back. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, Carol.
Yeah, I knew the streets. The streets aren't always right, but they're not always wrong either. So, it's not like I'm. So, how many of y'all miss Sadie? Sadie just kind of abandoned us after their.
I haven't seen her in a minute. How is she doing?
I don't know. She'll be here Friday though, so
okay.
Probably rooting against us as usual.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I'm pretty sure it was amazing. So I'll go back and rewatch just to see. So, Raj, have you watched any of the basketball game since we
maybe 1 minute? Honestly, 1 or 2 minutes. So we were just winding down with the kids and everything. So not too much of it. I did see one play that kind of made me angry when USF got a tip off their missed shot and just chipped it back in. And I think we had Williamson down there on the boards, but nobody jumped up for the rebound. So that just kind of goes to our offensive and defensive rebounding woes that we've had pretty much all year, and we're hoping to get those cleaned up at some point in the season.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rebounds because I was about to get them. Cheryl has 6, Millette has 7, Bowen has 6. We've been on Bowen. He got called out by Nate Oates. So it was like, if he doesn't want a rebound, we'll find somebody who does. But he reminds me a little bit of Face from the Rec.
Face.
Oh, light-skinned dude who would grab a rebound.
I forgot him. I heard that name a long. He used to talk a lot of smack too. Yep.
He used to but this was a guy who was tall and he's probably like 6'6", 6'7". But in rec games, 6'6", 6'7" is like 7 foot.
Exactly.
You're at 6 foot and under. He would grab a rebound and dribble all the way back, instead of putting it back up, dribble all the way back out to the 3-point line to shoot a 3. Yeah, and that's what I think of the one we keep calling Bowl Bowen. Every time I see him out there, I'm like, dude, Cheryl's like down low by himself. Help that man out.
Help him out, yes. And I don't, if he had a good 3-point percentage, I wouldn't mind him shooting the ball. But the thing is, when you shoot him and you miss him, you're really, really decreasing your chances of getting a rebound because you're not going to follow your shot. You're going to sit there, you're going to hold up the follow through and pray it goes in. And then once you miss it, nobody's down there to get the rebound. So I would rather him stay down low, clean up the points there, maybe average 8 to 10 or whatever doing that. And if you can hit a 3 every once in a while, so be it. But don't rely too heavily on the 3 points. Yeah. And that's a problem with this Alabama team though in general, and being a Nate Oates team. We saw that against Arizona. We have too many guys who are shooting threes and no going to the basket, no easy buckets. Right. That's why that game with Arizona, it went cattywampus in a real quick hurry. Because we don't, when other teams go on a run, A, we don't call timeout. So I guess Nate Oates is allergic to that. But B, we don't get easy buckets. About the only person that might go to the rim with any kind of regularity is oh my God, my names are gone today. It's Phylon. Yeah.
And everyone else is like, I mean, you see Aiden Holloway dribble all the way to the lane and then dribble all the way back out to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
No floater, no mid-range, no nothing.
When I was watching the Arizona game, I became somewhat pithered because I just really couldn't explain how we got into a hole that fast and that deep. We were up by like 7 or 8 in that game, and then all of a sudden you blink your eyes and you're like, okay, we're down by like 15, 16 points. So like, what happened so fast? You're looking at the lack of rebounding, just lack of effort in the second half, and everything went downhill. So it was unfortunate to see that, but when you look at the team as a whole, the losses that we have, they're all like top 10 teams, so I can't complain about that.
What'd you think about this comment from Nate Oates?
I call timeout. Yeah, I mean, I thought he would call timeout. I thought he used a timeout to slow down their momentum. Obviously, you're going to tell them to play harder and kind of talk to them and tell them what they're doing wrong. But it's really the momentum shift because they had all the momentum going their way, and they're coming down hitting threes, hitting twos. We're not scoring, and it's just like I said, it's just going downhill really, really fast. But again, to your point, that's Nato's DNA. That's his basketball. That's the type of style he runs. So
yeah, and it's hard to question a guy who's had as much success as he's had at Alabama, and he's even come out recently and said, like, I don't want to jump to a blue blood to win a title. I think I can win one here. So
yeah,
I think he can. I just always feel like we're a player or two away. Like here, we thought we were recruiting bigger guys, but it still feels like we're at least one big man away. And teams like Gonzaga and like Arizona, when they want easy buckets, they're pounding us inside and just getting it. So
yeah,
it's a Phylon laugh was he was sitting right next to him.
Yeah,
I mean, so there was a time last year where I thought that Phylon. There's one answer that he gave, I guess, because it was clear that Oates coaches Phylon hard. And he gave an answer in one of those that I thought they didn't like. But the fact that he returned back here and has worked on his game, I think Nate Oates has kind of bought himself that kind of currency to where he can really get after the guys and they have to respond because he has built this team. So
and you really have to get after the guys who you know are probably going to play at the next level or the leaders of the team, so that they can anchor the team and continue to build with the team. So guys like LeBaron Phylon and like that, it's the guys that you know are probably going to play at the next level. So you got to be on them. Sometimes you got to play on them a little harder than some of the other guys. But I don't know. I'm hoping this style of play for this specific season transitions into a nice NCAA tournament run. But Herb did make a point before this season started, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you did say that this team is going to – I don't know if you said they're going to regress a little bit, but they're not going to be as good as last year's team. And I can see that,
Yeah. Well, and I just think he lost too much. Phylon coming back comes in and kind of buoys the team, like kind of props us up a little bit more than we thought. But I definitely think there's a ceiling here, and I don't know that you're in the level of a Arizona or like a Michigan with their firepower, like even Gonzaga couldn't handle like Michigan, and they're still a top team. So I feel like you're at Sweet 16 range with this team, and maybe Elite 8 with the right draw. Now, we go out there and we have a night where everybody's hitting a three, then nobody's stopping us. I doubt you're getting all those threes 4 games in a row. And we kind of saw it against Arizona, some of the tougher shots that you have to take when those guys are bigger. So I just think there's a cap to this team. That now, having said that, I know, are you down in the team? No. First off,
no.
If anybody gets hot, that's great. Second, making the Sweet 16 consistently is still an accomplishment, especially
really good.
So,
however,
I agree with that cap for sure. And
at some point, if we continue to make the Sweet 16 Elite 8, everybody's going to be looking at the big clock and saying, how much longer can we proceed with Nate Oates and not make it to the championship game? I hate to say it, but that is going to be some people's mentality over time. They're going to be like, hey, when can we kind of knock on, kick that door down and make it into a championship game? So I don't think it's going to be this year. To Herb's point, we just lost too much talent from last year. But I am looking at a team that can win a few games in the tournament.
Right. Yes, sir. I agree with that. I think the funny thing is, Rodg, as long as DeBoer's on the hot seat, I think Nate Oates, nobody's going to say anything for a while.
Yeah.
But, if the team falters more as far as, and we just hit a nice 3 there too as well by Reitzel, then you might see hey, are we going to win it? But it's also Alabama in basketball. It's not the first choice for a lot of people. So Brian is in the house.
Brian, thank you for joining
Brian,
us.
I was going to text you to see if you were going to be around tonight. Brian, we should do a pregame. I know I hate when people say stuff publicly instead of texting. Oh no, you're going to be at your 100th tailgate on Friday. Brian, we're going to do something special tomorrow night. We're going to get you on there for something quick so you can give us some thoughts for this before you go. So just doing relatively ready for Friday.
Make sure you click on mics, please. Oh my gosh, that was actually a good one. That was a good one, Mike.
Mike be on it, man. Mike, do you plan these or do they just come to you? So 100th tailgate Friday. Let me tell you guys, Brian, I consider one of our really good friends and opposing
Same
fan
here.
base.
Same here.
Brian, I have called out for saying, not called out, but like I have said, one of the few people that if they text me and talk trash after a game, I'm just like, okay, because we talk to him all the time.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's like Brian is more likely to talk trash to us after we take a bad L than when his team beats us. Then it's just like, congratulations and hey, good stuff. But Brian's a great guy. Brian,
he is.
I hate that your other podcast stuff didn't go because you should be on something regularly for sure. Yeah. Always good takes.
And a gracious host. Gracious host when Herb and I were in Norman back in 2024 for that disaster of a game. Brian was there to help us out with everything, the tailgate, getting us around place to place. So yeah, great host. Met all his friends, family, and everything like that. So shout out to Brian, man. Shout out to Brian.
Yep. Carol, so who you pulling for? HerbnRodg or Brian?
Excuse me.
Yeah, Brian. They don't rebound. You should hit him with a mallet.
Oh gosh, Mike is on a roll tonight.
Call him butter because he is on a roll. So,
no,
do you remember when Brian made Carol pick between me and you? Do you remember who she picked?
Did she pick you?
No, she picked you.
Do you have proof?
Now, I mean, I can go back and find the show, I guess, but I can look through Brian. Who was the original Brian to put Carol on the spot? I gotta go and find that show, but he put her in the comments and she said, "No, I picked Rodg, but I love you both." I was like, "Oh, all right, Carol." So now, Carol, you got to pick Brian or HerbnRodg. Why do we always put people in such uncomfortable positions?
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. We got to.
Yep. Who is this? 1980. Oh, and I forgot this. Everyone, leave your score predictions.
Yes,
and we will post them all at the end of the show together. So everybody's already been on here. Leave your score prediction. So what's up, man? Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I hate fun, exciting games. I'd rather win a game by 30, in the third quarter and be cool, but that will not be this game.
Yeah, because it takes me time for my emotions to kind of calm down. So this is going to be one of those games I really, really feel like it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be filled with a couple of deep, really, really deep sighs, some excitements here and there, some frustration. It's going to be a big bag full of mixed emotions. Just hoping that the Tide comes out on top, though. Yeah, I wish we could win in a blowout, but I don't think this is going to be a blowout game on either end.
No. And Lady Alpha with the first score prediction. Anybody post a score prediction, we'll post them all at the end. We'll keep them starred. Carol, now you when he made you pick between me and Rodg, you picked. So I'm just saying.
Oh gosh.
I feel like she's gonna pick Brian and she doesn't want to hurt our feelings. But guess what? We hurt our own feelings every day.
Yeah, Carol, do what you got to do.
Yeah, all right, getting a couple of the Bama people in here. Rodg, so the streets are talking. They've been asking a question.
What's up?
People want to know. I got asked again tonight. Are we going live on Friday?
Yes, we have to. We have to go. We have. I don't know. The game. The thing is, the Friday.
The hat has come off, folks. The hair.
I know. The night games. The night games usually start at 6:30, 6:45. With this one being started at 7, when do you think kickoff's going to be though?
7:23.
Something like that. Something weird. Let's just
the first game. Yeah.
Let's just say 7:15. Whatever. We wouldn't go live till 9.
Are you talking about after the game or the fourth quarter?
I don't know. That's another thing. If I feel comfortable during the fourth quarter, I'll send you a text. I'm like, cool.
Wow.
But if it's one of those games where I feel bad, I'm like, dude, I just don't feel like doing it. Then I don't know. But we have to go live at some time Friday night. Yes.
Okay. She said we have to do it so we're not at the game. And hold
so
on.
We're not. We're going to the game. Yeah.
We'll get you back in 1 second, Randy. I saw that. Okay. So I was asked earlier tonight if we were gonna go live, and I said every time there's a game, I said we always avoid the post game because we have friends who have post games who just have bigger followings, and that's kind of where we want everybody to go. So I always ask Rodg if we can go live in the fourth quarter, and Rodg always says depends on the score. So depends on the score. So I have a secret SWAT team that were to kidnap Herb and make sure he's in the stadium. If we're gonna start doing stuff like that, can you kidnap me and get me to the Red River Shootout? Like those are the kind of stuff I want to be kidnapped. So
I still need to go to one of those games.
I do have a see Carol picked Brian over HerbnRodg. Okay,
it's all right.
Brian, I secretly knew that because of how much she lights up whenever you go on there. And when we're here, she always asks where's Brian, but other places she doesn't ask where's HerbnRodg. So I always knew that she had a soft spot for you. So I got my eyes on her. Yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna slash my own tires, and I know Brian isn't organized enough to actually come get me. All right, Randy. So you're doing all three scheduled to where they can go back to back to back. So we're having the party Friday night, so I might be waking up just in enough time for the 11 o'clock game, and then we will be live streaming during the fourth quarter of the Oregon JMU game. That's when we'll get on.
Yeah. Yes.
So, but Randy, I'll catch the other two. Specifically the Miami and Texas A&M for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
what do you think about What do you think about Miami and A&M playing in the morning and then James Madison and Oregon playing the night game?
I think that's a miscalculation. I mean, I guess they're thinking if you're going to be home, maybe you're home earlier on Saturday and not, but I don't know. I don't. First off, they've kind of screwed themselves because two of the games are not supposed to be competitive anyway.
Right.
So it's like you really. But to your point, if I was going to have two games prop up the schedule, Bama and Oklahoma would have to be one, and Miami, Texas A&M would have to be the other. So
yeah.
He said he thinks so. We'll see. Okay, Randy, like I said, I'll tune in to see it. So, Kat, I don't believe that. I don't even believe it. So, I don't know. So I wasn't too calm and abstract about those 11 and 12 seeds tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna have to see the post or whatever before I'm like, somebody said something that stupid. So it's always like I feel like we always get called out as Alabama fans and stuff like that. I don't see other fan bases or whatever. So I don't always believe it when we say, hey, an Alabama fan, something really stupid. Like, I don't always believe that. So, all right. I know Jay had another show, so we're going to try and start looking at what we were going to look at before he got here. And we're already talking about it, the bracket and the there we go. Alex, I think you posted that, so I think I have your score prediction. For everybody that just popped in, you can, like I said, leave your score predictions, and we will we'll post them at the end of the show. So think if they keep I don't know, bro. I guess I just think that and I've said this several times, so I guess it's going to be me like kind of just beating a dead horse. Which, by the way, who's out there beating dead horses to where it's it's like an actual thing? Like,
do you think somebody was watching somebody else beat a dead horse, and then that's where the thought just came to mind?
I think somebody was out there skinning a cat, and somebody else was out there beating a dead horse, and
that's it.
That time period was terrible.
And somebody was standing in the window holding like a coffee mug, and he said, Then you see the little bubbles come out of his head. He's like, beating a dead horse. He's doing the same thing over and over. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild. But Brian, I still would be in support of a group of 5 having their own playoff. So I'd rather go that route, and I think this playoff would be improved if you had Notre Dame at the end of this, and even Vandy.
Let me ask you this, sir. For the committee, what would be the best possible? What would be the best possible outcome for James Madison versus Oregon? A close game.
Keep it to single digits. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it to single digits. If this game reflects the spread, then it just looks terrible.
Yeah.
So they really need something to keep it. Alex said he's going to let the quickie thing go.
Alex,
yeah.
Is the line? The line is still Oregon by like 1 million, isn't it?
Right. And people are already
by 21.
People are already thinking Texas Tech and Oregon. What's that going to be like? Which, by the way, though, you should go check out the JMU media staff, because they have been on fire this week. They're basically acting like they're the favorite in this game and posting some outrageous and crazy stuff. So, go check them out. So.
Well, you have to go into the game with the mentality that you think you can win. So they're doing the right thing.
Yep.
The line did change. Yeah, the line was Bama by 1.5 for the past few days, but then sometime today it changed to OU by 1.5. So OU is now favored to win the game.
Yep. And see, so this right here, Notre Dame at Oregon, Notre Dame at Ole Miss.
Those would be some good football games.
They would be much better than this first round. And I also don't agree with, I think at least for one small tweak, I think I said this before when the bracket came out too. I would have switched Ole Miss and Texas A&M.
Ole Miss and A&M, okay.
Yeah, I would have switched that just for, I already don't like that Alabama Oklahoma played and now they get right back to another matchup, but that's whatever. But we've got 5 SEC teams in the bracket. You've got one spot where you don't even have any SEC team. It is clear they didn't want to make sure we couldn't get a Final Four. Yeah. But having a possible Georgia Ole Miss rematch in the second round too, I don't agree with that. And one small tweak, A&M ahead of Ole Miss would have switched that and made that one better anyway too. So I don't agree with that part either. And I don't know that it would have made that much difference on the first round. I mean, your top 2 games are, obviously the 8-9 game and the 10-7 game. The other 2 games suck. So it wouldn't matter for that part, but I don't like the part of the second match. So, and you are. It's just always Alabama ridiculous. Like I would just like to have some shots at some other fan bases, all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Rodg will be on at JMU in Oregon, right? Or you feel safe coming on the fourth quarter of that game on Saturday night?
I'll feel safe coming on emotionally for that game. I think it's going to be entertaining. I do think that game's going to be entertaining, and I hope it's a lot closer than what people are thinking, to be honest with you. And I'm going to try to catch all the other games earlier in the day as much as possible. I think the ladies are going shopping, so I'll be on daddy duty. No problem there. But yeah, I'll be ready for Saturday night and Friday night. So we're going to pull a back-to-back.
Yes, sir. And also Saturday night will also serve as our Christmas episode because we will not be on next Wednesday. I'm traveling Tuesday to go out to see Rodg. And we always say we're going to put a show together when we're out there. Then we always say we're going to put a show out there, but we never have time when we're together.
Right.
And then especially with Wednesday being Christmas Eve, that's really not going to happen.
It's hectic, yeah.
So, yeah. So.
And people understand when Herb comes out here, it's not just like me and Herb just hanging out in the house all day together. We got a full house with the kids and family members, a lot going on. Everybody needs everything. So we're trying to coordinate all that. And then at the end of the day, we're like, hey, we need to shoot such and such. Well, oh, man. So this time, for like the 15th time, we got to try to make something happen.
Yep. We always say we're going to get some stuff together, but we never do. The family makes it tough because they love us so much.
Yeah.
I just think, Randy, you can avoid it as much as possible, though, at least. Like, that rematches are unavoidable, but this one was avoidable. If you switch Ole Miss and Texas A&M, you avoid that second round one, and you only have one rematch. So I'd been fine with that. So maybe I'm on that limb by myself. I get it, but that's fine. We do. Especially offense, though. I mean, if you – go ahead, Rush.
No, I was about to say, sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, that's the main factor about this entire game. It's like, we know what we can do offensively, but if we can protect the football in this game and not make the same mistakes we made the past 2 games against Oklahoma, then I think we can get on with a victory. I don't think it's going to be a blowout in any means, but protecting the football is key, probably one of the most dominant factors in this game. Having Cuevas back and Jem Miller will definitely help, especially Cuevas back. Like I said, getting him open and having him be able to get those first downs for us is going to be huge. For this Alabama football team. But yeah, to Chapman's point, we have to protect the football.
Yeah, for sure. We did our 5 things video that's going to come out tomorrow in all our shorts and everything. And we posted, we almost did all 5 is like protect the ball. And it's funny, if you watch our 5 things stuff, it's like 4 of them every week are offense related and 1 defense, just because
it always is. I'm not worried about our defense at all. It's the offense. Yeah. Nick Beasley, thank you for joining us, sir. Appreciate you.
No, you're right, Randy. I apologize. I've had a very bad couple of days, so I'm probably a little more. Can I use Pithard than normal? So I apologize, Randy. It's fine. You can share your stuff. I'd rather have you here than not have you here. So bring it on, Big Daddy. I have a guy that we buy stuff from that calls us Big Daddy every time he answers the phone, and it's just kind of weird.
That is strange.
It's kind of weird. Yeah. So like, what's up, Big Daddy? I'm like, okay. Let's see, Rod, you got Santa picks to do? Not Friday night. So
we already got our Santa picks, man. We did them last weekend, and we will be mailing out cards. We actually just ordered them today, so people aren't going to get cards until after the new year, to be honest with you. So it's going to be a little later, but me and my wife talked about it. We just said, we'll still ship them out for the new year. It is what it is. So,
am I getting one?
Why would you not get one?
Are you shipping them to me, though, or are you going to wait till I get there and just hand it to me like some little poor kid?
My idea was to hand it to you in person. Sydney's idea is to ship it. So, hey, man.
What's up,
if it
Kyle?
was up to me, I would just take a picture and just text it to everybody.
Right. If I know you were going to be here this long, I would have just sent you. We were thinking about surprising our guests with you, so he had some backup. And now he's running late. I don't know. That's why we have to do the hour. But if you want to jump up real quick and give us some thoughts on the game, you're welcome to. You can text me.
And to Brian's point, Cuevas was our leading receiver last time we played OU. 6 receptions, 80 yards in that touchdown. So he's going to be huge. And I'm assuming, I don't know if he plays the entire game. I'm assuming they'll switch him out with Caleb Edwards. But he's going to have to get some touches on the ball.
Like I said, Ray, this is one of those, I can't blame anybody for picking either side. I mean, it's like if you pick Oklahoma, that's not a personal thing. It's, Yeah. It kind of is what it is at this point. You got to prove it until,
We put ourselves in a really, really awkward position. Had we won the SEC championship, we'd be sitting high, sitting around waiting for that game to come and getting some more rest. But we lost, so we're on the road to Norman, and to Her's point, I could see it going either way. Their defense against our offense, vice versa, and it's going to be an interesting game. I just hope we come out on top.
All right, Brian, you gotta stop changing your Twitter thing too, because I cannot remember that this is you. Well, just because he's changed it from, I guess, because what's his name is Stutzman graduated.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, if you wanted to holler at us. 5 of the receptions in the first half. I forget which one this was. Herb doesn't need one. And Randy, I love you. I hope you accept my apology. It's been a bad. Rodg knows it's been a bad couple days.
Oh yeah, it'll get better.
Rodg, there's a Dolphins shout out for you.
Yes, our Dolphins, Nick, are making some changes. They already the word came out today that they're benching Tua. Quinn Ewers will start Sunday against the Bengals. I have no problem with it. Of course, I love Tua, me being a Bama guy, but he hasn't been the same since 2023. The bright spot on our offense is Devin Achane, the running back, and I'll take that. But we got to get the pass game going. It didn't work this year. Let's go ahead, let Quinn Ewers start, see what we got. And if Quinn Ewers doesn't look good over the next couple of games, then there's a possibility maybe you draft another quarterback in the first or second round. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I hate to say it, but Tua is just not the answer. I wanted him to be the answer, but it's just not the answer going forward. And I think we have too much talent offensively to just let it go to waste. And, of course, people are going to have contracts coming up soon. Tyreek Hill is pretty much out the door. We need to keep some of these pieces around. We got to get somebody to distribute the ball a little better.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Oh, no, yeah. R. Mason coming back. That's tough. No, Rodg, there's some big changes. Do you like that the coach is staying? Oh, and by the way, I was trying to think of a good Allen Iverson joke in the middle of that, but I couldn't. That's what I was smiling about.
Oh, okay. I don't have too many issues with McDaniel. I do feel like sometimes he's kind of aloof. Not the best coach out there, but I just feel like,
and he does too much cocaine.
And that too, but I don't know. I don't have too many issues with McDaniel. If he's saying that's fine with me. It's just, for me, it's just about the quarterback, and I think he was really, really loyal to Tua. So it took so maybe somebody else told him, gave him the heads up, like, hey, we got to move on from Tua. We got to figure this out. So again, You're not in playoff contention anymore. So put in Ewers. Let's see what Ewers looks like, and if he looks good, maybe he's your starter going forward to next year. If not, then
which I doubt he will. But
yeah, I doubt that too. Then plus Tua, they still owe Tua a lot of money too. So
what? So here's a question for everybody. Which, by the way, like you said, our show Saturday is going to be our Christmas episode. So bring your presents for everybody. We will be sharing some love there. Am I the Grinch of the show? Like, am I the bad guy of the show?
No, I don't think so.
That's a question, everybody. Is there a bad guy of the show? And if it is it me? Or is it just, it's just a HerbnRodg podcast? So, Nick. So I told them earlier I was like, I'm always picking Bama. I said, I don't care. I said, you could tell us that we're playing against the Rams tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm still picking
Bama, yeah.
For worse, so. Donkey Kong, Bama hasn't lost the same opponent.
Randy, I saw this on Twitter today. Yeah, we haven't lost to the same team in a long time. So I saw that on Twitter, Randy. Good fact. Hope it continues this year.
He said I only changed it once. Oh, but he's there to I didn't even have an intro ready for you. I'm just throwing you up.
It's that quick.
Brian's got the guns out,
man.
I do. I got the guns out. That's right.
Oh my god!
If you guys just knew how many women Brian had to fight off when he was in Tuscaloosa, it was crazy. He kept going, "I've got a woman. I've got a woman.
Yeah, I know.
I've got a woman." He is a loyal, upstanding man, but he was fighting them off left and right. What's up, Brian? How are you doing, man?
Brian, thank you for joining us.
True. I'm good. So man. Feeling good.
Yes, sir. My original plan was to get our regular guest up here and then tell him I had a surprise and bring you up to surprise him, so he had some backup. But
there you go.
Fell apart. So, and we were thinking about doing a pregame with you, but I forgot you'll be at the tailgate. So might get a call anyway, just so we can get some.
What time are y'all going out there Friday?
I'll be out there at like 1:00.
School's closed Friday, isn't it? Then they shut everything down.
Closed. Yeah, even like Norman High School closed their schools. Like,
oh wow, okay.
All the elementary school, everybody, they closed everything.
Okay.
Oh. So I got to post this one. Thank you, Alex. Man, we appreciate it, sir.
Oh, Alex, we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Much love. We always appreciate seeing you under, man. So y'all don't know the regulars that come in here and the comments that we get; those help us through every show. So we appreciate it.
All
right, Brian. Wednesday. Go ahead.
Real quick, Herb and Brian. I will say I did consider trying to go to this game. I thought about it, and I was like, man, what if I put on like a little mask, a mustache, like
Cat would kill you.
Come on,
Cat would kill you.
It's 3 hours. I could crash up there. I could crash to the Friday night, come right back. But I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
The curse is Herb. It's not you.
It's Herb. Okay.
Oh my God, Nick said the same thing. So here's the deal, Rodg. If you had snuck up to the game and we lost, would you tell everybody you had snuck to the game, or would you just let it go?
I like attention sometimes, so I probably would tell everybody.
Hey, Rodg, I got a free ticket for you.
No, I'm good.
He is lying.
No,
he is lying. Rodg, that is Rodg, when a white van runs up and's got some candy, do you jump in the van? This is what this is.
Look, Rodg, I'll even drive down to Dallas and get you. So you don't have to drive. You don't have to drive.
I'm staying here. I got to work Friday. Once I get off work, I'm just going to come home and pray and meditate and do everything I can in hopes that we win this game, man.
Oh, my goodness. I definitely did miss something in there with what Kat was alluded to. Oh, no bad.
I'm not sure.
To it overcome. Well, I'll let you answer that, Rodg. The two are part of it.
Some of it, yes, because I feel like after the injuries and the concussions, it looks like his throwing motion and some of his decision making is a little different. If you go back to the 2023 season, the same season we put up like 70 against Denver or whatever, Tua was going for the deep ball. Everything all right?
Yeah. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay, Tua was going for the deep ball a lot. He was looking downfield. He was playing downfield. But after suffering those injuries, Herb, it's more check downs, handing the ball off, going to the short pass. So I just feel like he's playing safer, and I understand that. But we kind of want to see the old Tua, but it's just not going to be back anytime soon.
So after he got hurt, he couldn't go deep anymore. Got it.
You're childish, man.
Maybe I am the bad guy.
Man.
So Rodg,
we appreciate that.
Since we're kind of on that subject, how do you feel about Quinn Ewers being named the starter?
I'm fine, dude. Once we lost the game, we were out of playoff contention. So I'm like, we don't have anything else to lose anyway. And I feel like at this point, go ahead and put Quinn Ewers in. If he looks good, you can keep him around for next year and get him some playing time. But if he looks bad, maybe you have to think about the upcoming draft and say, do we need to draft another quarterback? So it doesn't bother me at all. Give Tua some time to sit and just kind of think about our future. So
I've seen
I can say this too.
I've seen a lot of.
Well, Brian, I can tell you that he reached this conclusion weeks ago too, though. So he's been ready for it. Go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say I've seen quite a bit of Quinn Ewers over his years, and
I bet you have.
Yeah, it's good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the guy. I just don't think he's the guy.
No. He'll be a viable backup in the NFL, but I don't think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
LA, I don't believe that. LA. I'm the nice guy of the channel. Brian, who is the heel of this group?
Boy, I mean, you got to be the heel. You have to be. Rodg is not the heel. But you know what, though? Hey, that's not a bad thing because if Mike's still on here, sometimes being the heel is better. You know, sometimes it's fun. It's more fun. It's more fun to be the heel.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Rodg, you've been threatened. No, I do because I think you can play a little more. You're a little more free if you're the bad guy for sure.
That's right. So
yeah, I would deal with Dallas traffic. Rodg is being threatened. So,
traffic.
So how are you feeling, Ryan? A couple of days out. Like, are you even going to be able to work tomorrow?
So this is interesting because it's a weird feeling. I was talking to my boss and everybody at lunch today, and I was like, why does it feel like there's not a game Friday? Like, that's the way I feel. I feel like I don't know. I just felt I haven't felt super hyped up yet. And maybe it's just me mentally trying to put the game out of my mind until Friday. When I know Friday, I'm going to exert quite a bit of energy in that stadium. I'm like, maybe I'm not thinking about it as much. And I've stayed off social media a lot particularly for this game, just because we've already played each other. There's not much to say. You guys are going to say you're going to win. Y'all are going to say you're going to do this. We're going to say we're going to win. We're going to do this. That's the way it's going to be in this game. That's so close. It's close either way. The game could go anyway. So I don't know anyone, Sooner fans, that say that Bama's going to win, and I don't know any Bama fans that say Sooner fans or OU's going to win because it's that close. You know that if it's that close, I mean, why not pick your team, right? So I don't know. I've felt pretty calm. Let's put it that way. This whole entire week.
Yeah,
which
I'm kind of in that same boat. Interestingly enough, I'm just like, I want the game to get here, and I'll say stuff like that. But otherwise, I'm just like, kind of is what it is. You know, and you call the first game, and it's like, I honestly don't think the other team, like either team, is like scared of the other team. I think it's just going to be a close match. Whoever executes better is going to get it. And I think both fan bases should feel like they're going to win. You know, an OU fan, we've been getting trash talked in our mentions and our videos, and I keep thanking them. Hey man, thanks for the input. Appreciate you. I just like the engagement. So and 1982, I saved your question. We'll get to that in a second. What's up, Brinsky, man?
It makes sense for OU fans to trash talk because we won the first game. So of course they're going to trash talk. But it wasn't a pretty win. You know, the only thing that I could trash talk on is that it was on the road. You know, we did it in a hostile environment, right? No matter how we did it, whether it was pretty or not, we did it on the road. So, you know, you come here and you're hoping, okay, well, if that offensive line is the same, you know, if it's still the same, they haven't. I guarantee they haven't gotten super better in 1 month, right? And we're gaining, you know, our Mason Thomas. So it's like, not only that, but Jaden Jackson wasn't even healthy. He was like the number one defensive tackle on the team from last year. True sophomore. He wasn't even fully healthy. Didn't play very much in that game, and now he's even more healthy, which they're not talking a whole lot about. So it's like we're getting people back that we didn't have even in that game. So it's like, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be fun. I can see why they're trash talking.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. And I would, though, if I was in your spot. So
I'm
just in a spot. When people are trashing, I'm like, what can I say? And you know us, we're honest fans. Like, if we've lost, we're just going to tell you we lost. I don't care how it looked in there. But it is funny. We do our videos and we're like, hey, if we limit turnovers, we think we can win. And people are yelling at us like, what are we supposed to say in our videos? Hey, five reasons Alabama can't beat OU. Like, what? I don't. That's the worst video I've ever heard of in my life. So he said Xavier, yeah. Yep. So, Brian, we'll start with you. Your man, 1982, had another question.
Okay.
But he wants both y'all's answer.
What's
X
that?
factor for each team. And you kind of mentioned some guys coming back, so I'm wondering if that's going to be the answer or not.
Honestly, our X factor, it's John Mateer. I mean, it's that simple.
Heard some stuff about him too.
Does he play up to what he should play? Like how he played against Michigan. He played really well, consistent against Michigan. Like he doesn't have to blow the doors off. He doesn't have to score us 35 points. Just be consistent, right? Hit your mans when they're open because they're not throwing the ball that deep that often, right? There's no point. I mean, especially the game plan shouldn't even be throw it deep. I mean, Georgia's longest play was 18 yards against y'all in the championship game. So it's not like with a defense like ours, you don't have to play
what
it
championship
deep.
game? I don't remember.
Yeah, right. I know that's not it. But that's it's an easy cop out, to say Mateer, but it's the truth. Like
it's fine.
The defense is going to be what it is. It's consistent. It's been consistent all year. Does he come to play? It's that simple. So,
yeah,
I agree with that. I think somewhere lost in this defensive thing for Oklahoma is people forgot that Mateer was, a Heisman candidate early on.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, when you have, I mean, let's be honest, this is like what Alabama teams used to be. Hey, we don't need your quarterback to hit 30. But if you hit me 20, 25 consistently and don't make mistakes, we're going to win a lot of games. So,
correct.
Yep. Let me ask you this. Oklahoma gets past this game. How far do you realistically see them going?
You don't want to answer that because you'll just think I'm a homer.
I love homers. We're homers.
Well, look, listen.
This is a homer channel.
Look, if anybody knows me, they know that I am not a homer. I'm not that way. I speak my truth of exactly what I feel like can happen based on what I've seen. I truly believe we get past you guys. I think we beat Indiana in the Rose Bowl, and I'm not 100% sure where the semifinal game would be at, but I'm guessing that Texas Tech beats Oregon. That's just kind of my pick, and I think that we beat Texas Tech. So my prediction really is OU Georgia. That's my prediction for the finals.
Nice.
So now, obviously, we need some better offense. We just need a little bit more each game from Mateer. But I truly believe that we have the defense to do it. We have a championship defense. We just need, who's one of y'all's quarterbacks that never really made it? We need that A.J. McCarron, right? We just need to get somebody to come out and just give us enough, Just give us enough.
Right.
Like, that's all it takes. And honestly, I think it sets up perfectly for us to do that. So, and people would laugh at me, and that's fine. I mean, we have some of the worst odds outside of the two group of 5 teams. So we're obviously against the odds, but it's, that's part heart talking, but it's also seeing the field. Like Indiana, I mean, I know they played Ohio State, and I know they played, Oregon, right? I mean, do we really know how good Indiana is, or Ohio State for that matter? I know Ohio State's talented, but how good really are they?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's tough when you see them against two good games a year. Yeah. That's the toughest part.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a lack of consistency for them. To Turner's point, you see them play a few games every once in a while, but when you look into SEC teams, they're playing tough games and tough defenses week in and week out. Indiana, Ohio State, they're not doing that in the Big Ten. So,
here's my other thing. If it plays out that way, and we play Texas Tech in the semifinal, you're going to see a very similar to what you used to see back when OU was in the Big 12, where OU was dominating the Big 12. It looked easy for them throughout the whole Big 12, and then they get to the playoffs and they would get smoked by Georgia, get smoked by Bama, get smoked by all these SEC schools. Hell, get smoked by Clemson, right? They weren't prepared for this style of football, and that's exactly what Texas Tech's going to run into.
Shout out to Gabe. Thank you for joining us, man.
Gabe. I always forget his name. What was the friend? It was you, Blake, and who that came with you to the last game? Trevor. Yeah. He said the same thing too, also about coming from like the Big 12 to the SEC. He was like, it's just different. He's like, it wasn't like this in the Big 12.
Everything's different. Like, we went to road games for the Big 12. They were not like this. Not a single one of them. Even Ole Miss, which I think is a terrible road game. They're just horrible. Even they're better than every Big 12 stadium we went to. So, like, even just traveling is different. The game, it truly means more, and I don't say that to be funny, but it does. It truly means more in the SEC. So,
yeah. I agree. Let's say hello to Jay Bake slipped in here. What's up,
Jay Bake in the building?
Appreciate you. Alex asked about Amy. I didn't see him on the injury report. I was trying to pull up another one, but I haven't
heard anything about him. So we could have used his presence, of course, but haven't heard anything about him.
We have 6 score predictions. One of them's from Brian sitting on the side. So anybody else that has one of those one that posted at the end, we'll do that. So yeah, Jay Bake is super, super busy, but we appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by. This is good. Yep. I think this is going to end up being I see why. I think it's just going to be a decision that bites us.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Why do you say that, Herb?
I think adding one more tough game. I don't care what other teams, other places seem to think. I still think our schedules are tougher than anywhere else. Like, it's funny to me that people argue like that cupcake game that we had, but they won't argue the number with the strength of schedule and see like Georgia high strength of schedule, Alabama high strength of schedule, Oklahoma high strength of schedule. And they're doing trips to like, okay, you guys are going to Northwestern and Rutgers this time of year, and we'll go to Mississippi State and Kentucky. I guarantee you we would trade spots in a heartbeat. Because you'll look at Kentucky and go, they're terrible, right? But you're going to get beat up against Kentucky with that defense anyway. And you have a better chance of coming away with some minor injury in a game against Kentucky than you do against like Northwestern. You're just going to get up there and be bored and beat them by 30. Like you could sleepwalk through that game. I mean, if you sleepwalk through Mississippi State like you saw this year, they're going to sneak up and have a chance to bite you. Kentucky will shut you down on offense all of a sudden and have a chance to scare you. So go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, I mean, we just came from that. So it's like, hell yeah, I would rather go and play West Virginia, right? I'd rather go play Cincinnati, than to have to go to hell, even Missouri now in the SEC after years of being in.
Right.
Even Missouri's a really tough opponent, tougher than they ever were in the Big 12. Like it's just different, man. And yeah, I would much rather go to those schools, any of those, than the SEC schools.
And I think that's the part they ignore. They'll go like, oh, well, we have the top of the conference. Okay, well, y'all lost Penn State and the whole strength of schedule for everybody up there fell apart. So you were pretty much banking on that. But there was a chance where if you looked at the games, Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State could all have been 11-1 because they avoid, one of the other. So, it doesn't matter. So, by the way, Mike says, you should hear Brian's going to have to tell you his story about their whole trip at some point, too. So,
yeah, that was a fun trip.
Right. So, Randy, 2-part question. A, are you guys having your show tomorrow? And B, will the prediction change tomorrow? So that's what we'll see. By the way, I text Randy to tell him I'm sorry and I love him. So I'm glad to get back.
I froze up probably.
You did for a second there. You're good.
Just for a second.
That was weird.
I thought you were just trying to show off the arms like that.
I lost
he didn't freeze up, Rodg. He went.
Yeah, it was weird. I lost service for like 2 seconds.
Dude,
God. You caught me. I didn't have my laptop here. I didn't bring it home, so I had to.
That's my fault.
That's
my fault. I was doing surprise stuff instead. I should have just had you prepared. So that's my fault. It's kind of like I said. It has not been a good couple of days. So it's I forgot that I told Mike I'd stop by his show, so he called me 20 minutes before. Mike Aranya, not Big Mike. So Randy C doesn't know about the show, and maybe last time Randy told me they didn't have a show, they did have a show, and then he stole one of my points on the show, and I was like, this is why he didn't tell me to come around, because he was going to do that. So.
Randy, man, that's brutal. I see.
No, not that Randy would ever need to steal mine. Randy, they've got like 1,000 times more people than we do over there. All right, Brian, let's give me 2 points that are going to point to an Oklahoma win. One from the defense, one from the offense.
So one from the defense, I think they got to keep you one-dimensional. honestly. Like you guys already are, for the most part, one-dimensional, but we have to make sure we
can't
don't
stop the running game if there's no running game.
right. I think that we have to not give up any large plays in the run game, right? Or anything consistently in the run game. Because I
what's
think
a large play for us? 4 yards.
y'all had a decent one, in the last game we played.
Decent one.
A decent one, I think it was.
This is sounding worse and worse.
Well, we ran for 80 yards last game, so at that point, I'll take it. I'll take 80 yards in a game.
Right. So I think
that's 150 for anyone else.
I think we keep you guys to on defense to just limit you to being only throwing. At that point, then let our defensive line just eat. That's right. That's the key. That's the key to defense. Really.
Let me pause you real quick. Let me pause you before you give your offensive one.
Okay.
There I guess it's the timely entrance.
What an
right on time, right? My bad. Life happens, unfortunately.
No, it's
hey
all
everybody.
Good. Brian. What's up, Jay? Jay, this is
What's
Brian.
on,
Brian is the one really good friend of ours from I don't know, it's been a while now, it feels like. This is who he hosted us when we went to Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Showed us a terrible time. And
great. Appreciate that, Brian. Thank you, man. I'm proud of you. That's good.
I thought it was a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah, they did. So they made us wait for them to go rush the field and then come out to take us home. So
that was
beautiful. Even better.
Embarrassing.
Twice.
Yeah. And then I hosted them when they came here for that one. And so for this third match, Brian has threatened to kidnap us and take us to the game to help you guys out. So
yeah, we could use you guys here. All the positive juju always helps out.
No, we're good.
The chat has already abandoned against. Okay, Brian. So that's your defensive point, right? What's your offensive point?
Oh man, offense for this team. All right, so here's my point and key to victory. Play smart. Don't turn the ball over. It's that simple. Like if you get to the 50 and the crowd is chanting go for it on 4th and 2, don't do it. Don't listen to them.
Right.
Punt it.
Right.
Punt it to the 5, punt it to the 2, or try to get it deep, because your defense make Alabama go 95 yards on you. Make them do it, right? If they can do it, more power to them. But
I think we could. It just might take 3 drives.
That's my opinion, though. Is just play smart, and yes, that's playing conservative. Sure. I don't like playing conservative. I mean, I love the offense. I love high-powered offense, but when you have a defense like this, you can't waste it. And if you're going for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 3 at the 50, you're wasting it at that point, because if you can't pick that up, now, guess what? Now they only got to go 30 yards to field goal, 25, 30 yards for a field goal.
That's that Lane Kiffin mentality right there.
So, I mean, to me, that's my key to victory. And obviously, don't turn the ball over. Don't turn the ball over, and just play smart football on offense.
All right. Before we get your first thought, Jay, we're gonna do a fan favorite, and then we have a surprise for you, and then we'll get into your breakdown too. So it's a good. They're not all bad surprise. So, we had Rodg on. We started off a show with Rodg one time, and I told Rodg I had a surprise that he did that look that you have right there.
I know
he went, "Oh God, what is?" I do good surprises.
Everybody, it's Big Mike back again with another edition of Bama Opponents Fun Fact, Oklahoma Playoff Edition. During the game this weekend, it may be difficult to tell the difference between the Sooner fans and the Crimson Tide fans. That's because the colors are very similar. But if you ask Sooner fans, they'll quickly let you know that they are definitely not crimson and white, but crimson and cream. A very subtle difference, which adds a slight yellow tint to the white color to create a warmer tone. This color was chosen all the way back in 1895 by May Overstreet, who headed up a committee to select the colors for the school and then was overwhelmingly accepted. Let's just hope that the good guys in crimson and white bring home the playoff victory and advance in the CFP. Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide, Big Mike.
Okay. Shout out to Big Mike for the fun fact.
Yes.
It's a good fun fact.
We
That's
put
actually
this
a good
together.
one.
What do you mean actually? Wasn't the first one a good one? I don't even remember what it was though. So
That's the bad part.
yeah. Full disclosure, by the way, with having Jay on here. Rodg, we were talking about, okay, we got to play them again. Rodg's like, all right, he's been on twice and we lost twice. And I said, well, he wasn't on before the first game, though. So you can't really hold him accountable for that.
Jay,
Rodg was like,
we have no issues with you, but I said it. I said, Herb, we got to get everything aligned for this game. Last time we had Jay on, we lost the game. We got to get our mojo going right. I don't know. I did say that. I said that, but Jay, yep. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, yep.
I don't feel like you're glad that I'm here. I don't believe you. You need more people.
So our choice was, do we still have one of our best guests on here still and risk losing? And you know, like at least if we lose, we'll have a great show. And then you add Brian to the mix and everything's just better. Brian's one of the best guys we know and a great OU fan.
I appreciate that.
Fair point.
I appreciate it.
Brian, you know I love you, man. You know I love you. So now we are breaking one curse at least. So Jay wasn't here the whole time, and we're not seeing Brian before the game. So maybe with these two powers combined,
maybe we're doing something. Yes.
Let's see how far that curse goes. Because technically, you are seeing me before the game right now.
No, we hung out
not in person. Not in person.
So there were hugs involved and food. So, all right, Jay, here's your surprise, which is always a good one. We have got to stop making that face when Herb says there's a surprise for you. Rodg usually has the top 5 of the week, but we did Jay's top 5 Oklahoma players ever to put on there. So I'm gonna just throw the thing up there, and you just tell me who they are and why they made it to your top 5. All right. Leroy Selman.
Selman brothers, man, they're legendary. And Leroy played at Tampa Bay. I'm a big Buccaneers fan, so it just kind of all lines up for me. He's just legendary. They got a statue of him. That's just dude's a monster on the line. So I had to pick him as one of my top players. Simple.
Number. This one
probably one of the best freshman running backs I think I've ever seen. Adrian Peterson, aka AD, as in all day, because the kid just run all day long. That's literally what his mama said. But Adrian Peterson was a beast. 1,900 yards rushing as a true freshman, and didn't even start the season. Like, he wasn't a starter. He had 10 straight games with 100 yards rushing, and he wasn't a starting running back. They put him in mop-up duty, and then it was like, oh, wait, we got to play this dude more.
Right.
He just went out there and started cooking everybody. He's like, dang. And the stories behind him is always great, right? You know, Oklahoma won him because his dad, being in prison, Ed Orgeron, talked about how he tried to get his dad moved from the jail down there in Texarkana to California to get him to go to USC, which is hilarious. Like, the Ed Orgeron stories behind him is great. He really tried his hardest. But besides that, yeah, all day is that dude. Period. If a Hall of Famer, you name it. Baker Mayfield, one of the greatest quarterbacks in college football history. Statistically, just the moxie's there. Just beast.
Yeah.
Beast. Carried the team. Everything.
Yeah. My favorite Baker Mayfield moment has now become from the NFL game. I think it was 3-4 weeks ago, where he was on the ground. He looked like he was about to be hurt, and then the DB was standing over him talking trash. All of a sudden, he wasn't hurt anymore, and he jumps up and he's in there. Like, what?
Yep.
I was like, all right, injury went away. He's good. So that sums up Baker Mayfield. So it was done wrong by the Browns, but hey, it happens.
Yeah, no, yeah. Baker is, there's so many great Baker Mayfield moments that it's hard to really single it out, but I'm still in awe of him stiff arming Joey Bosa on 4th and 11. For the Bucs, it's last season. He's stiff arming him and he's holding him back. And Bosa's really trying to get that. I think it's Nick Bosa. And he's getting that sack, and then he throws it to White, and he gets the first down while he's fighting off the Bosa brother. He's got so many moments. But yes, Baker had to be up there in my top 5 list. Dude's a beast. Next up, Sam Bradford, Sammy Boy, 3-star quarterback,
Sam
Putnam
Bradford,
City, put up some historical numbers. He put up the numbers that Joe Burrow had to figure out how to break. That's how ridiculous his season was. Like, when you go back and see it and see the numbers he put up with that entire offense was absurd. It was just wow. And it sucked that the first time I got to see him in person was first game of the season at Jerry Circus when he first opened it, the Cowboys Stadium, and BYU injured him. I'm sitting there in the stands just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Here we are. But Sammy Boyd was a beast. Great quarterback, accurate. The last $50 million quarterback as a rookie, as the year after is when all the rookie scales came out and the NFL stopped trying to overpay quarterbacks early.
So we're not doing that no more.
PC North alum right there.
PC North, baby. He was a beast.
Yep.
Then the last one on the list, Billy Sims.
Yep.
What more can you say?
It's a good list.
Got barbecue joints all over the state.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was a ridiculous running back. There you go. It was hard. It's really hard to pick 5 because Oklahoma's had so many legendary players, having 7 Heisman Trophy winners and having so many legendary players that have come through here. Heck, we thought Adrian was one of the first true freshmen invited to the Heisman ceremony, right? Like you've got so many records been set that it's great to be a part of be a fan of an organization that's so historic. Period. So yeah, here you go.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
That's a great top 5.
Yeah,
it was tough.
Brian,
it was tough.
Honestly,
if Oklahoma wins, Brian, we'll feature yours on Saturday's show.
I was going to say at least 3 of those are on my top 5 before you even put them
well,
on.
that's easy for me to keep. Then I can.
There's only two that I would put on
you're
there,
gonna change?
and that's Kyler Murray. I would have said Kyler Murray instead of Sam Bradford because Kyler Murray was one of the most electric players to watch play. Like he was literally one of the most electric quarterbacks I've ever seen play in person, and that was a treat to see. Was Kyler Murray, and then
Can't argue it.
Right, and then as much as I love the Selman brothers, I would have replaced him with Gerald McCoy, and because Gerald McCoy, he embodies what it is to be an OU alumni. Of what OU DNA is, he is the embodiment of that. Like that dude bleeds crimson even years later. He still rocks out in the weight room on Fridays to Boomer Sooner, like in his underwear, like
fight song Friday.
Still fight song Friday, every Friday of game days. So to me, he's just one of the great, and he was one of the greatest defensive tackles in OU history as well. So
agree. Yeah. Him up there, Tommy Harris. I mean, like I said, the list is long.
Yeah, list is very long.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing that sucks.
But
yeah.
Whenever I put somebody who's in it who's been a fan for a long time, it's always like 5, yes, and then after there's like, but by the way, here's like 5 more that I could have made a separate
right.
for. So,
I think every Sooner fan would say Baker. Like at least every Sooner fan that's not in their 50s, 60s, 70s. You know, like anybody 40 years or younger probably putting Baker in their top 5 favorites.
Yeah,
they may not say best top 5 best players, but top 5 favorite players. Baker's probably in there.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, I could see how Baker would be an easy guy to follow. Like I said, just that one play that I remember from there. I'm like, this is a guy you'd hate him if he's not on your team and love him to death if he's on your team. Like it's just easy to follow. So
the shit Baker had to go through is insane because of how bad his defenses were, and he wouldn't care. Man, that game against Texas Tech, he literally just watched Mahomes go down the field to score, and he's like, "Okay, I got you. We'll score on the next play, on the next series. No big deal. You know, I mean, and he just had that attitude. It was great.
He does. He still has it in Tampa Bay. His whole entire team could be hurt, and he's playing with one shoulder, basically falling off. He's like, we got this. I'm still gonna win. So I can see it. All right, Jay. Question we asked Brian earlier. Asked you the same thing. Oklahoma beats Alabama. How far can this team go?
looking at look at the comment section. Jamel Holloway. Like, it's just so many options.
Right.
There's so many options. There's options. There's too many of them,
Boz.
man.
There's a lot of
There
them.
are too many
Yeah, we
options.
could have said 10. We could have said 10. I could give you 10 right now, easy.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I got to
could have
find
easily.
like 10 pictures, and I got to look.
Right.
I mean, you got to work, buddy. So, with that being said, Oklahoma beating Alabama, I 100% believe they could take it all the way. And this is why. Did you all watch the Big Ten championship game?
Some of it.
Because we had to.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
Of course you
I
did.
think it was on when we were on the air. So
Very
Right.
low
Of course
scoring.
you did.
Very low
Why?
scoring.
Because you're college football addicts just like me. That
Yes,
is our narcotic of choice. We're gonna watch them, right? The score was 13-10.
Yep.
That was what? A defensive battle. Defenses showed up and showed out. What does Oklahoma have right now that we ain't seen since BV was there the first time? One of the best defenses in the country. I believe they could put Indiana in hell. Definitely would put Texas Tech in hell. And because we have the Lou Gorza award-winning kicker, one of the best special teams in the country, and statistically one of the best field positioning metrics in the game, we could push ourselves all the way to the title game. We just got to win this one first.
Yeah. I do have a question. What are special teams? Like what? We're not familiar.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. As you say that as a joke, but you're serious though, because that has been a struggle for Bama this year. Kicking is the special teams has been a struggle. That has not been a struggle for Oklahoma.
I've never seen it be a struggle for your kicker and your punter. Usually one of them can just kick the crap out of a ball, but it's amazing. Rodg, I'll give you the question though, since we heard two Oklahoma answers. How far can Bama go if they beat Oklahoma?
If we can get by Norman and get out of Norman safely Friday night, I think we can beat Indiana. I say that because if we can beat Oklahoma,
Yeah, we do.
then that means that our offense is running on all cylinders. No turnovers, running the ball well, passing the ball well, etc. If we can do that, I think we can put up at least 20 points on Indiana and prevent them from scoring that much. So that'll be a 21-14 type of game in Indiana. And then I have us winning over Texas Tech.
I feel like everybody's kind of
I
counting.
feel like
Go ahead.
Herb. I feel like the OU game in some ways might be tougher than Indiana because OU's defense. And I'm not trying to take anything from Indiana's offense, Indiana's defense, but I've seen OU's defense. We know about OU's defense. If we can get by them, maybe that game is actually tougher than Indiana.
We'll start with Jay and work up. Since everybody is getting their team to the final game?
Yep.
Who are y'all playing? Start with you, Jay.
If we was playing the title game, if we make it to the title,
Yes, sir.
I think either way, I think that the team on the opposite bracket is going to be Ohio State.
Ooh.
I think that they're going to be until proven otherwise. I think Ohio State makes it all the way. Now, I think Georgia's going to be able to give them problems.
Yeah.
And I think that will be an interesting game. I think I trust Ohio State's defense more than I trust Georgia's defense.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
That is where I lean today. And that's nothing against Georgia's defense, because I think both them and Ohio State have really good defenses. In my mind today, I still trust Ohio State as it goes.
Yeah. Upset the I just don't see it. I think those are going to be two boring games.
Tulane will be the only one that keeps it close. JMU won't keep it close. I don't think.
Because Tulane kept it close against Ole Miss last season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but not this season though.
But not earlier this year. They got blown
Not
out.
earlier this
won't
year. They
get
got the
blown out
dogs.
again.
Let's not get that. But Ole Miss had so much change on their side.
Right.
I think Tulane will be a lot more focused. I do like Retzlaff. I do like the quarterback. We watched him. He was at BYU. He played against us as a true freshman in 23, and I think that he's pretty solid.
I think Ole Miss's head may not be 100% there, like everyone.
Yeah.
There's no way the entire team or the entire there's no way that all of them, their heads can be right there in that game, like in that moment, focused 100% with everything going on. So that I still think they have the firepower to beat Tulane. I don't think that Tulane's going to win, but I think Tulane does keep it close.
Yeah. I think the defensive coaches staying and then the offensive coaches coming back. I think Ole Miss will be fine. Well,
yeah.
Brian, who do you got you guys playing in the title game?
Well, I already told you that, but since Jay's here, I think it'll be Georgia. I think if they come out with the offense like they had in the conference championship game, which I'm not supposed to bring back up, I know, but if they come out and play the offense that they played, I think that with their defense, with that style of offense, I think they can beat Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State is. They're pretty good, and they're one of the few teams you could look at in the Big Ten and say they didn't really play anybody, and it doesn't matter. They're still good. They still have the talent to beat anyone in the country. So, I mean, that Georgia-Ohio State game is going to be super close, and I think it's going to be, a toss-up on who wins that game. But I'm going to pick Georgia, mainly because I want my get back from 2018. We kind of owe that to them, and so I'm really hoping that's what happens. Like that's fairy tale stuff right there.
Yeah.
All right, Rodg, are you going to break the tie? Or are you going to pick a whole nother team differently? You got one Ohio State, one Georgia.
I'm going to side with Brian on this one. Whenever I doubt Georgia, I seem to be wrong. I know I did it like a few times, especially the years past, but. Georgia's defense, I think, is good enough to get them to the national championship game. If they were to face Ohio State, I think they could limit Ohio State to about 14 points, and I think Georgia's run game will be good enough to get them up in the 20 range. So I would see us playing Georgia in the national championship game.
Mm-hmm. I like it. All right, last question for the brackets, and we'll start at Rodg and work our way down.
Yeah.
If it's not Alabama versus Georgia, who is it? Versus Georgia in the title game.
Gotcha. I want to say OU.
I agree, Furry, with this.
Again, I feel like offense wins games, defense wins championships. I get nervous about OU because I don't know how they'll be able to do offensively against Indiana. And Indiana's good. I'm just not sold on them.
All right.
I'm not sold on Tech. I know about Oregon.
You got to pick one of these guys, though.
I'm indifferent right now, I'll stick with OU. I'll just stick with OU. I think that defense can get them to the championship game. And again, I think they can beat Indiana in a pretty good game if Mateer has a big game.
Yeah. Whatever TCU prospect. Yeah.
Right, my favorite hater is in here. I sent him the link to the video, and the first thing he does, he comes in and hates. It's like, man, you can't even come in and show me some love. I'm out here trying to connect you with your brethren over here on the Roll Tide, and what do I get? Just man, hate.
Is that furry?
Hate.
We have, which I guess is a niece. She's marrying. No, I'm sorry. My wife's cousin is marrying a girl. And every time I see her, the first thing she says is something bad about Alabama. It doesn't matter how much time we have, I saw her in the summer and she said, Herb, I know you were sad about Saban passing retiring. And I was like, that was in January. Like, what are we talking about now? Like, yeah, but this is the first time I've seen you. All right, Nick, have a good night. And that's what she does. And I'm like, she was at my house, and the first thing, like, hey, Herb, the Tide hasn't looked good. And I was like, we're 10-2. Yeah, but you guys haven't looked good these past couple weeks. I'm like, what happened to hello? Like, what happened to, hey, how you doing? Hey, your house looks nice. What's going on? No, just come out, punch you in the mouth. So
that's love.
Yeah, I guess. I need less love, though. If that's like, I need less love if that's the only thing I see. So
Fair point.
What you got, Brian? Who's making it if not Oklahoma?
So I've got to be different, right? Because not every one of us is going to pick OU and Alabama to go to the finals here. If we don't,
I was kind of surprised Rodg picked Oklahoma, to be honest. But I liked his reasoning.
So I bet you did. All right. So here's my thing. I think if Alabama gets past us, in my way, it's got to be we've got to turn the ball over, I think, in order for y'all to beat us, honestly. And I don't think it's going to be an impressive win either way for either person. No. So here's my thing. I think that Indiana beats you on the second round. That's just my opinion, mainly because of the lack of the run game, which we don't have much for the run game either. So, but I don't think your defense is as good as ours. So,
I wasn't saying Alabama beats Oklahoma. I'm saying if Oklahoma doesn't make the title game, who does? So
that's what I'm saying. Like it has to be. I know. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But this sounds like a beat up Alabama segment versus just tell me Indiana's going to win and move on.
Why I think Indiana will win.
Well, did you not just hear the whole point about not showing love, and then you're like, "Hey, Alabama doesn't do this," and I
have to give you shit. I got to give you shit. Look, all right.
Hey Jay, do you notice that people give me shit? They don't give Rod. So Jay, let me ask you a question: who's the villain of this show?
I love that we're now segueing
or is it Rodg?
I'll give
your name's first.
My name is first, so I'm the villain of the show. I mean, I'm fine. That's good.
Villain,
is my mom's favorite.
Just the focal point.
The focal point. Yeah. My mom calls me once a week and tells me that Rodg is the favorite. So, and then just hangs up. It's really weird.
It's not true.
It might be true though. Nobody knows for sure. Here. All right, Brian. So somewhere in this beat up Alabama segment, you're gonna pick a winner, right?
Here's my shock. Okay. Texas Tech. Texas Tech makes it to the finals. If
you're talking way too long about Indiana to be Texas Tech to make the
finals. If OU doesn't, I know I did that. It's like Pat McAfee. I did a swerve on you. See, I was building Indiana up to beating Alabama, only for them to lose to Texas Tech in the semifinals. I think Texas Tech makes it to the finals.
Okay.
Against Georgia.
Jay, no Oklahoma. Who you got to face off against?
No Oklahoma.
James Madison.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go a little bit out of the norm here. I'm gonna give it to Dan Lanning. I'm gonna take Oregon all the way out.
Oregon. I think one of the great unknowns in this playoff. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody fully knows what we're getting at from them.
Yeah,
I almost went that route, Jay. That's what I was sitting here contemplating. That Oregon Texas Tech game is going to be an interesting game to watch.
It is.
Here's why I think Texas Tech beats Oregon. And it's because Texas Tech right now, what are they doing? What are they doing right now that Indiana can't do? Game planning for Oregon. They have had weeks and weeks and weeks to game plan for Oregon because they're not game planning for James Madison.
I want to see the game plan. The game plan for James Madison is this. It just says
they're not doing it. This is another reason why Group of Five, why the second round is weighted a little bit differently because Georgia and Texas Tech both. What are they doing? They're literally have a full another week to game plan against Ole Miss and to game plan against Oregon. So I would
Georgia's already seen their opponent. Too,
I would not pick Ole Miss, and I wouldn't pick Oregon in the second round at all, just for that simple fact.
Yeah. Good points. Good points. All right, Jay, we're running up the end. We'll end with Jay. How about that? Because you the star of the show. We'll start up there. We'll go Brian, Rodg, and then Jay. Yeah, man, we love you, man. So, Brian, one bold prediction for the game and a score prediction.
Bold prediction for the game. OU has a 100-yard rusher.
While we're out there.
Ooh.
Say it one more time, Brian.
OU will have a 100-yard rusher in this game.
Okay.
And my score I already posted, 17-13, OU.
Yep.
All right.
Rodg, bold prediction, score prediction.
Super duper bold prediction. John Mateer throws an interception. I'm not going to go as far as say pick six, but I'll say interception just to help us out. Score prediction, I'm going to go with I'm going to go 2014 Bama.
Okay.
Yep.
Jay, bold prediction, score prediction.
Bold prediction. Ty Simpson throws for less than 200 yards. Oklahoma wins 20-10.
Eesh. Okay.
I like
all
it.
defense. It's going to be an all defensive game.
Yeah, that's what scares me. That's what scares me. All right. Appreciate you guys. Rodg, did you have a quick question? I thought you said you have about 4 minutes before we're up against the end.
I do not. I'm good.
Think how I wanna do this.
Uh-oh.
All right, I got you.
What about yours? You didn't give a prediction.
I know because I'm the host. Nobody cares about what the heel thinks.
I want to hear what you have to say.
So, all right, on to the questions. Brian, we are going to give you work, play, live, ditch. 4 names. One to work with, one to hang out with, one to live with, one to send a voicemail when they call you. All right?
Okay.
All right. So you're 4 people. Blake, Trevor, Herb, and Rodg.
God, that's horrible. All right.
That's the whole point.
Okay,
Randy, I hope so.
All right. So
the questions of death for a reason.
So I'm ditching Blake.
Wow.
Yeah, ditching Blake. I can see him
Jay,
anytime.
Blake is his son.
That's
Jay.
my son. I can see him anytime. He's not 21 yet. Come on now. I'm ditching him. All right. He's out. He doesn't live with me now anyway. He's out. All right.
That was so fast. Like you've been waiting years for that one.
I'm gonna say work. I'll work with Trevor. Okay. Because I know how that guy lives and I'm not living with him. Okay. He's not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. He's not much of a partier. I mean, he does go out and drink, but he's not much of a partier. So we're not gonna go out and hang out. All right. So I'll work with him. Now here's the hard part, which I think I'm gonna live with Rodg because he seems chill, cool. I think it'd be a real quiet household. I think we'd be all right. All right. And then I'm gonna hang out with Herb because Herb's loud.
It's like my dating profile.
Loud.
Hey, I'm loud.
That's literally your dating profile right there.
Yeah.
Herb is loud.
Oh, yeah, kids are gonna watch something like damn. Yeah. So,
I told my son to get on here
nobody
too, but he didn't. He probably didn't.
all right, Jay. Well, I've got a similar one for you then. Work, play, live, ditch.
No. You're not getting me this time. You've got me the last couple times. Nope.
But Jay, it's so much fun. And I don't know if you're ready for one of these. So, work, play, live, ditch. Of course, you got the usual suspects: Herb, Rodg, Brian, who you just met, and Coop, your co-host.
You just met me. You can make it easy. Just ditch me. Cool. Make it
I'm at the
easy.
ditch
Make
Brian
know
because he told me to ditch him.
Yeah,
He volunteered himself.
Make it easy on you.
Brian.
What is this?
Although I am really fun to hang out with.
Oh, I bet you're great to hang out
Really
with,
fun
and
to hang out with,
that's
so.
why I would only do that because you
I'll let
told me
Eric.
to.
Don't ditch me. Just do it how you would do it.
Yeah, do it how you were gonna do it. I want to hear the honesty.
What? No, I can't do it.
You know you're gonna ditch Herb. Come on.
I don't know if I would ditch her.
Asking this question. Oh, okay. Now,
I don't know if I
Rod's on
ditch
the hot
her.
seat. And I'll send this to Coop too. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we
Then
know
I'm not
he's
answering the
getting
question. I'm out.
ditched. He ain't getting ditched.
I'm out. Not doing it. Good
Come on,
disrespect.
Jay.
Nope. Hurt, man. It's just wow. That's how your people do you, man. That's how your people do you.
well, it's not like Furry. I didn't just come in and just tell you were terrible, right? So you go out with Roger Herb's alcohol. It's like going out. Yeah, we got a lot. So
So much pain.
all right, we'll let you off the hook. I guess that the threat was too much. So Jay, tell everybody what you got going on, where we can find you, and what's the latest.
Yeah, we're always out there. Follow me here on YouTube at Unfair Sports, as well as on Locked On Sooners and wherever podcasts are downloaded and listened to. Appreciate you having me as usual and disrespecting me again with making me have to choose between new friends that I've created here with Brian and old friends that I've had for a while. You're fired.
Wow.
I don't feel like I was getting paid though, so I don't know what the firing.
Fair.
Is, that's fair too, though. That's fair. Brian, what you got going on, sir? 100th. Tell us about it. 100th. Tailgate coming up this Friday. Brian said out at 1:00.
This Friday. I mean, just real quick. It's been a long time at the same spot, tailgating at the same spot with my father and a bunch of other people that have been with us over the years. They're actually destroying that apartment complex where we are at, right?
Okay.
And so we won't be able to tailgate at the same spot ever again. We'll have to move and do something else, right?
Oh,
for the first time in over a decade. And we thought prior to the playoff announcement, we thought that the LSU game we would be stuck at 99 and we wouldn't have got the 100. So getting the home playoff game, we got our 100th tailgate. Nice. So we're pretty stoked about that. Got a nice banner. So if you're going to be out in Norman, come on by. We're out by the Mont. Get you a swirl. I'll even buy you a swirl if you come out.
Yep. Rodg talked about sneaking out to the game, but then he was quickly shot down. So,
nope.
Jay, you have a couple comments for you. Randy said, "I don't think I've ever seen anyone not play." And Mike says, "The unfair sports guy thinks the question is
exactly. I know unfair when I see it and I hear it." Thank you, Big Mike, for pointing that out.
Oh, and by the way, fired from my own show. Yeah, I'm definitely the bad guy.
You're the heel.
That's fine. I'll take that on. Raj, any final thoughts? We good?
No. Just nervous about this game. Looking forward to it though. Not happy with not winning the SEC championship, but happy that DeBoer did get a 10th win and we made it to the playoffs. So happy with that right now, but not satisfied. But looking forward to the action in Norman. Again, to everybody's point, I think we all agree it's going to be a low-scoring defensive game. Whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win the game. So
yeah,
looking forward to it, man.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by. Brian, Jay, love you guys. Even if the check is not in the mail, I appreciate you guys.
Check ain't in the mail no more. Not with the way you treated me.
Thanks, you guys. We're going to do Christmas lights, and we will end on Cat Shot Roll Tide. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all. Have a good night. Good luck to you both. We will catch up with y'all this weekend. Roll Tide, everybody.
Be good.
Roll Tide.